Whenever this man bought a new painting, he would examine it intensively in his private room for a week. He even kept the painting in front of him during meals. He did this to uncover the hidden mysteries within the artwork. After his analysis, he would store the painting in a secret room where he kept all his prized collections. In reality, he was a renowned auctioneer, but he never put a painting up for auction right away. First, he would thoroughly analyze each piece and uncover its secrets. Before every auction, he would put on a new pair of gloves. Then he would present and explain each painting in front of everyone before declaring its price. Over time, this process made him an icon in the art world. Brian sourced his paintings from different corners of the world where his friends would find and send them to him at low prices. Whenever he had free time, he would travel from city to city in search of antique items. One day, he discovered an ancient wooden painting. He examined it carefully, cleaned it up, and revealed its original beauty. That once worthless painting was later sold at an auction for $1 million. After the auction, when he returned home, he received a call from an unknown number. The caller said, "There are many old items in my house. If you come and examine them, you might find something valuable. But there's one condition. You must come alone. Before my father passed away, he specifically said that only you should examine these items." Brian replied, "I'm fully booked this month. I'll send a representative." But the client insisted, "No one else, only you." A few days later, Brian managed to find time and went to the client's house, but he found no one there. After waiting for a long time and getting annoyed, it started to rain. Frustrated, he returned to his office and focused on his work. Just then, his assistant came in and said the man had called again. Brian, still annoyed, said, "Tell him not to waste my time." The assistant added, "He's crying and apologizing. Apparently, a family member had an accident, which is why he couldn't be there on time." Understanding the situation, Brian said, "All right, I'll go tomorrow. Let him know." The next day, Brian returned to the house. A man received him and said, "I work here. The owner asked me to show you everything." Brian entered the house and started inspecting the items, but nothing seemed valuable to him. Later, when he went into the basement, he found an old gear system. Without the worker noticing, he quietly kept it for himself. Back at his office, he showed the gear to a mechanism expert. The expert cleaned it and found a maker's mark inscribed on it. He told Brian that it was an ancient clock gear system with a famous name carved into it. Brian was stunned to hear the name. It belonged to a legendary clockmaker from 300 years ago who had died in a tragic accident. Now Brian decided to return to that house again, this time to dig deeper and uncover the full mystery.